how do you personally deal with, a bad training or game?
I would say definitely now I think I've got a healthier way of doing it. When you're
Of course.
younger, sometimes I didn't have a great way of
Of
dealing with it,
course.
or I would just, shell up, get mad. But now I'd say the best way I get over a bad game is that I really hit it hard on the film and
Yes.
don't shy away from it. Whereas
Mm,
sometimes you have a bad game, you just don't want to watch it. You don't want to look at it. You're like,
mm,
that was a bad one. Getting
for
older,
sure.
once you can really look at a game and take it for what it is and take the ego kind of out of it, there's so much you can fix, and it's pretty easy if you get good at watching film and you do it long enough, or you have good coaches to help you through it.
Absolutely.
You're open to fixing the mistakes. You're shocked how quick you can do it usually if you have the capacity to be open to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I say now it's more hitting it head on. It's
Yes, I love it.
chalking it up to, hey, that was a bad game. I can't change that it was a bad game. It's just going to be a bad game, and I have a game coming up, and it's all up to me to not let it happen again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%.
Once you take that ownership for it, you can move on. You have peace with it. It happened, and
Mm-hmm.
don't let it
Mm-hmm.
become a trend. That's it.
Absolutely. No, a couple of things there. I mean, I think just like you said, and also what I think we don't realize sometimes is like we think we had a bad game, but then we look back at the film, we're like, damn, it actually wasn't that bad.
Right. That wasn't the end of the world like I thought
Yeah,
it was.
exactly. And then, like you said, um, you look at the game, you see what you did well, chalk that up. You see what you
Right.
did wrong, chalk that up, work on it during training, brush it off, and let's move on. That's all you can do.
100%. Yeah. You just got to look at it. Sometimes it's like having a bad game isn't the worst thing in the world, especially when you're younger. Because, I mean, flat out, sometimes if you have a bad game and a team just outplays you, it gives you a nice a balance out of being like, this is what I'm up against. What did they do that worked against me? And how can I incorporate either stopping that or adding it to my game to, counteract what's going on? It's a lot of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I love that. You can always learn. Honestly,
With
for me, one of the best things that I did this year out in Latvia, the
Mhm.
captain of the team, who I had, really top class guy,
Yeah.
played some high levels. After every game, we would just sit in my living room, and he would we would pick apart the game for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
All my movement, off the ball, on the ball, all the little details, man. Checking into a
Mhm.
throw in, opening up space as a center midfielder, things like that. And it was just
Yeah.
best thing I did out, probably for my career. So all
100%.
the young guys and girls listening, if you can find a mentor, whether it's, player on your team, depending on where you're playing, a coach to
Mhm.
walk you through film, it's invaluable.
I mean, yeah, that's the truth. There's no shame in having something passed down to you, right? Like once you're
For
open
sure.
to learning and being a student of the game, it's kind of like one of those things. I had a coach that told me out in Sweden, and it really hit home because I remember it. But it's like he said, the day that you're done learning is the day you're done as an athlete. He's like, you
Yes.
might as well retire that day, because the day that you're not open to learning anymore, he goes, the game will pass you by. And I was like, wow, geez, sat with me for a while. I
Yeah.
thought about it. I was like, that's the truth.